is up? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Back with some more SeaOfStars gameplay. And guys, if you haven't already picked this game up, do yourself a favor and pick it up. This game is absolutely awesome, especially if you're an old school RPG fan. But even if you're not an old school RPG fan, go ahead and pick this game up. This game is absolutely fantastic. I mean, you'd be better damn off trying to find the things I don't like in this game, trying to find the things I do, because it's an overwhelmingly amount of things I love. But unfortunately, I'm not here to talk about Sea of Dreams. I'm here to talk about something that's kind of, unfortunately I had to be reminded of in games. Because unfortunately we have this because we just can't nowadays enjoy games. We got to have a certain subgroup of people who over-obsess over things that aren't important, act like they're part of some team like a bunch of cheerleaders, and just ruin it for everybody. And that is the whole incursion of thank God I've never been attached to this, console wars. You know, that stupid, whatever you want to call it, thing where certain groups of people, fanatics, fanboys, whatever you want to call it, obsess over a piece of plastic to the point of just unhealthy and just absolutely preposterous means. And this makes you wonder, man, I'm put in the same group as this just because I happen to play video games like they do? Yeah, I don't think so. So recently, obviously, this thing was all reignited again because, anytime you have a game that comes out on, a specific console, the other consoles that don't get it, you gotta hate on these people, and they find whatever means, whether it's, does it play as well, the reviews, the ratings, the graphics, how it looks, whatever you could think of, or sometimes, in this case, they'll just go after and attack people for simply playing the game just because, oh, hey, you play on this console, that means X, Y, and Z because you didn't play on my console. I always like the word mine. Like they act like they play on the team, like they're part of the whole group. Like, dude, you just bought a product, and like these companies, they don't give a damn about you. Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, regardless of what platform you play it on or PC, they don't give a damn about you. The only thing they care about is how much money you put in their pockets. Alright, you're not getting some extra rewards just because you supported a piece of plastic by denouncing the other piece of plastic. But nonetheless, with the release of Starfield, and I've actually played a little bit of that, and I'm still early on, but I'm enjoying it for what it is. I'm having fun just trying to explore space. But because of that, because it's on the Xbox and not on the PlayStation, we gotta virtually attack everything, and people are attacking certain players and announcing them, trying to get them kicked offline and stuff. And 1 month later from now, it's going to be the same thing when Spider-Man 2 comes out on PS5 and not the Xbox. And it's the same way when I don't know, Legend of Zelda was out on the Switch earlier. People are going to denounce that because, oh, it's not on their it's like, dude, like, it's all right to be maybe a little envious because, hey, you own a console and you can't play a certain game. I get that. But when you get to the whole sense of like, hey, we got to fight this battle, we got to fight against the other, it's like, dude, I don't got enough free time in my life to have that much energy to be talking about something that's not important. Like, I mean, I'm glad your guys' lives are so easy that this is what you guys debate about and argue about and cry about in comments and videos and wars all day. I just like to play and enjoy games in a small amount of free time I got. The rest of us actually have real life things to deal with, like jobs, family, friends, health, finances, stuff like that. But I'm glad in your guys' spare time that you got enough time to cry about all this crap and not actually enjoy the game for whatever it is, or no matter what console or system it's on. Like, I've been playing games for over almost 3 decades now. My first ever console was the SNES, and from there I've probably owned about 20 different consoles, from actual consoles to handhelds, to, playing on the computer. But I have never been associated as being taken apart in a so-called console war, or being one of these crazy fanatics or fanboys over the console or device I play it on. I just, the reason why I get any device is so I can be able to play the certain games I want. It'd be cool if I could play all the games, but unfortunately there's not enough free time in the world. But I like playing games. That's the main reason why I enjoy playing games. I don't ever look at it like, hey, I'm playing on PS5, I'm getting Spider-Man 2, you know what, I'm just going to crap on the Xbox, and vice versa. I'm on the Xbox, I got Starfield, I'm going to crap on the PlayStation. It's like, I don't like, why would I do that? Like, maybe I'm a little envious if I have one and not the other. I get that, but this is just stupid. This is not what I'm talking about. This is just, people got way too much free time. But as I said, the thing that just always mystifies me about these people, they feel like these companies care that they bend over backwards for them and defend these pieces of plastic. Like, you're buying the plastic for the game, not because of the plastic. And they're like, oh my God, God forbid, these consoles come out on one thing and not the other. And and then it's also the other way around, is when like you have like a game come out for one system, and then later on it goes to another system, and they're like, oh, they betrayed us fans. I'm like, how did they betray you? The decision to release on more platforms than not is obviously going to make them a lot more money, and their game being more accessible for other people. How is that a bad thing for you? Well, it means there's no purpose in me buying that system. It's like, dude, like, you can buy that system just because it has the same game on different systems doesn't mean you can't buy the system. I mean, that doesn't make any logical sense. Like, you're there to play the game. Does it matter how or what system you play it on, as long as you can play the damn thing? Like, I know obviously some consoles have differences in terms of power. I'm not going to get into the specs. I'm not a spec person. I just want to play the damn game. I'm a simple person. Just play the damn game and have some fun. I don't sit there and hyperanalyze every type of analytical detail. But we can't have it on multiple systems. You got to have it on one, and you guys will be complaining when it's not on your one, and when it's the other way around, you still complain. It's like, you guys, do you even play games to have fun? It's like you just play games to start fights and all, and just get all mad and throw a temper tantrum over the dumbest stuff. And it's just, as long as I've been playing games, I've never been a part of that group of people. I never want to be associated with that group of people. I'm a simple guy. I like to enjoy, I like to play games. I don't care about the console. I don't care about a piece of plastic. Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, whatever, I don't really care. Like, I'm not, like, for instance, I'll say PlayStation is probably the console I've played the most on of all the other three big brands, but to me, none of that has anything to do with, because I'm a big Sony guy, but I just like the games that have me on there. All those games could have been on the Microsoft console or the Nintendo console. It really doesn't matter to me. It is what it is. I don't care about all that stuff. I just care about the game. I think that's why I like a lot of these indie studios. Like, for example, the one that made this game, SeaOfStars, is it's not attached to like one major publisher. They can just make the game they want and have these big, publishers get in the way of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm just playing for the love of the games. I enjoy the games, and I never get to that point of obsessing over. And the thing that always gets me is that these so-called fanatics is like, they'll hate on something like obviously and I assume the Sony people, but it could be PC people, could be Nintendo. It could be a lot of crazy people. It doesn't have to be just from one category, but just in case of the Starfield argument, the people doing anything they can, and these are probably people that never even played the game. They're just finding gratification in terms of, hey, it's not the greatest thing ever, so let's just crap on it, and for no reason. It's funny how these people that claim they hate this so much and think it's so terrible, I think they talk about it more than the people that like it, because they need that attention. They're attention-seeking people who need that self-gratification. They have no self-respect, but they need all these external factors that make them feel good for their mental psyche, which is kind of sad that they're mentally weak like that, that a video game, because it's on a certain console, is that upsetting to them. And I've never been a part of that. Like, when as I said, like during the PS2 era, was I maybe a little, I didn't have an Xbox or a GameCube. Was I a little envious that I couldn't necessarily play like, Halo on the Xbox? Yeah. Are you going to tell me a straight face that if you gave me an Xbox during that time and had Halo, I wouldn't play it because, I'm some console fanboy? No, hell yeah, I'd play it because I like to play fun games. I would never turn down the game if you give me the opportunity to play it. I don't care what the system is or the console. What difference does that make? Console, fanboys, fanatics, and the sad part about them, can you imagine if these guys, like, all that energy they have and all that passion, misplaced passion they have and all this stuff, can you imagine? I don't know where to get the energy to do this stuff nonstop every single day, but can you imagine if they push that passion and all that energy to something actually worthwhile, worth a damn, like, I don't know, like maybe their job or, you know, something in life, like, damn, they'd be halfway dangerous. It's like they have all this energy and they use it for all the dumbest things over what? Like, what do they get out of it? Like, maybe I could understand if they did all this, whatever you call it, you know, bending over for a piece of plastic, they get something out of it. No, they don't get nothing out of it. It just, as I said, these companies don't give a damn about them. They just, at the end of the day, they just want to see how much green they can bleed out of you, and that's the whole point of it. That's what they want. That's the number one thing that makes the whole thing worthwhile to them is the money. They don't care about, you know, how passionate you are to defend them no matter what they do. And as I said, just because I like certain things, or maybe I necessarily prefer something, doesn't mean I'm going to be like, hey, you know, everything's 100% good. Like, obviously, like for PlayStation, for example, obviously I probably play more on the PlayStation than the other two consoles right now. But does that mean that I think PlayStation 100% great and all? There's a lot of things I don't agree with them. Obviously, like the big one, the whole PlayStation Plus prices being increased for that much for basically no reason and basically getting not anything new in return, but we're just going to raise prices. I think that's BS, but, you know, that's not me, you know, giving an excuse. Oh, you know what? It's fine, because you'll hear some people give excuses. I'm just making one up off the fly. I don't know, but they might. I've heard some reason like this. Oh, you know what? We want to pay more money to these companies so they can give us more stuff. It's like, yeah, you keep saying that, and those prices are going to keep going up and up and up till you finally set your foot down. But hey, you know, this is something right here with that type of logic. But you get people like that. They're so fanatic over protecting that piece of plastic. I mean, they protect that piece of plastic more than they probably protect their own family. That's the scary, crazy part about it. But overall, I just want to make a little short video of just, you know, I keep seeing, it's like console wars, man. Like, they've been a part of, man, I say, I didn't really know it too much, you know, growing up. Granted, I wasn't on the internet in my early days, but I'd say I really got to notice it during that PS3, 360, Wii era. That's when it was really kind of at its highest then for me personally. But I've never been a part of that group, and thank God I'm not, because I'm a simple person. I just want to play games, have a good time, enjoy games, and then play more games. That's what I want to do. I'm not going to sit here and cry about, oh, it's on this piece of plastic, not that piece of plastic. I got to defend this piece of plastic from the other fanatics that defend the other piece of plastic. I'm just like, damn, man. If they actually applied themselves to something meaningful, man, they'd be halfway dangerous in life. But unfortunately, they don't, and they just keep fighting this fictitious battle in which they get what? You know, a bunch of stress, unneeded drama, headaches, and just getting nothing of benefit or value out of it. You know, thanks, but no thanks. I think I'll pass. I'll just go back to being a simple person, enjoying and playing games, no matter what the console the game is on. But that is going to be it. That is my opinion. I want to hear your opinion. Have you ever partaked in the so-called console wars, or have you just watched it like from afar like me and just think, man, just don't come too close to me. I don't want to catch your stupidity. I just want to play and enjoy games like a normal person. Let me know down in the comment section down below. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully I can see you guys back on the next one. Thanks, and I'll see you all later. Peace.